Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguTando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la sizoxoxa ngazo le ndaba esuke siyifundile. Senzela laba phela abangenaso isikhathi sokufunda izincwadi nalaba abasuke benqena nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sizokwenza ama-reviews nama-recaps. Siphinde futhi sikhulume nga-any other issues avukayo uma ngabe lama-shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Namhlanje na-ke ngi-introducer is it a segment or what on our channel that we're going to have every Monday a morning where we're going to update ourselves about our reality stars phela ama-cast members akulama shows lawa esisuke siwabuka, looking at what the articles over the weekends have said about them, what are the new things that have come up about our stars. Namhlanje na-ke abantu esizokhuluma ngazo, khuluma ngo-Annie Real Housewives of Durban. We're going to touch a little bit as well on Nonku naye, who's on the season 2 on Real Housewives of Durban. We're going to talk about our girl Lapayana Thando Dlamuka. There's been some updates on her as well. And then we're going to talk about a little bit about Malwandle. We did talk about him on Lokuzani stream that we did Izolo with Andy Gumbi. But again, that's what we're going to touch on today. Uma ngabe uyaqala ukusijoyina namhlanje and you really like our content, ungakhohlwa ukuthi upress usubscribe la ngezansi. Uma ngabe ibhathini elibomvu lisho ukuthi awukakazi uzosubscribe, uma ngabe liyi-grey lisho ukuthi ususubscribile, do not touch it. Ungakhohlwa ukuthi upress i-notification bell la iduze kuka-subscribe ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Listen girls, I've been wanting, I'm saying, listen, girls, you might not be girls. I do have viewers, even though it's not a lot, but I do have viewers that are not women. Listen, I've been wanting to do a video about to Annie, but I was like, let me just give Annie a little bit of time because all I'm getting from Annie recently is just that she is just mean. I'm sorry, Annie, but she is mean. I feel like lento yakhe yokuthi a lot of the times it feels like, let me just say that as viewers, because I don't know if it's the way that the episodes are edited, but it feels to us that N is very mean to the other cast members. I don't like lento ayenza kuMabusi ukuthi angafuni ukumfaka kwi-WhatsApp group. Where are we in high school? Put Babusi on a WhatsApp group. She is one of the cast members. Why would you not want this? Like, she's the administrator of this WhatsApp group and she doesn't want to put Umabusi on that WhatsApp group. That alone just shows how mean you are. And I also feel like she's been trying to recruit Abantu to go against Unoku or to hate Unoku. And she really enjoys it when somebody says something negative about Unoku. But recently, another thing that she's been up to, she's one of the people that have been saying ukuthi uLachongo is making up indaba yokuthi Mr. Petal sent her the flowers, her and Jojo, ukuthi Mr. Petal doesn't exist and uLachongo sent herself flowers. And obviously it made us suspicious as well after beshilo kanjalo nathi sasola ukuthi maybe ngempela uLachongo sent her the flowers. But this is the this is the thing that I found funny because online on Twitter, Ulokuzana Annie is actually being accused of a similar thing. So last week, abantu they were talking about the fact that Hulu Daguru, her husband, had tweeted something after the episode had played. I guess episode 10 of Real Housewives of Durban season 2, and he tweeted something about defending his wife because obviously people know, people have been coming for Annie because every time we see the show there's something mean that she's going to do, and so people have been coming for Annie, and her husband had tweeted, and he had tweeted something sweet. I thought nothing big of it. I just thought it was her husband just doing what the husband is supposed to do, defending his wife. I never went and I checked what the tweet said until I read this article. And I'm going to read it for you guys and then we're going to discuss it a little bit. It says, the article is written by Alicia Nadu for the South African. She wrote it for the South African. It says, Mthembu is often slammed on Twitter after each episode of Real Housewives of Durban releases on Showmax. This is because Twips do not like how Annie causes drama, stirs the pot, and mostly her invasive tendencies. Remember ukuthi she's the one osipelesele ngokuthi she needs to know where uLachoncho lives. But nathi siyafuna ukwazi ukuthi uLachoncho uhlalaphi. Kodwa on the show, she's the one who insists ukuthi she wants to know where Ulachoncho lives. The reality star often digs into the private life of Nonkanyiso Lachoncho, who is the baby mama of the former president Jacob Zuma. Tweeps find it unnecessary and often drag her on Twitter. I think it's necessary though for us to know where Ulachoncho where Ulachoncho lives. But the thing about UN is that she digs on other people's lives, but she does not give us anything when it comes to her own life. And then it says here, her husband Hulu defended his wife via tweet on Friday, the 1st of April, which was just after we watched episode 10, following the latest episode of the series. This is the tweet, guys. Those who, it's from Hulu IG Hulu Daguru. I actually thought they were calling him the guru, like the guru, but the guru. And he says those who really know Annie, they know her heart. She is a straight shooter and very honest person. There is no perfect human being, no perfect relationship, but there is true real life. Don't ever give up on love. Love is stronger. Uh, Love is stronger and it never fails. Real Housewives of Devon. Thank you, Annie. Listen, I didn't see anything wrong with these tweets, even though I did kind of feel like it doesn't really sound like a man is writing this tweet. It did have, I don't know if I'm being shady, guys, but it did have a feel of a woman, you know? And I was like, but we don't know our husband, Annie. Our husband wrote, and maybe they are this sweet, you know. And then Kepela in Twitter responded. And then one tweet said, Thandiwe, she said, Annie, give that man her phone back. It looks like abantu they think ukuthi this tweet that uLokhuzana Annie's husband tweeted wasn't really tweeted by him. It was written by Annie because they're like Annie niggas in the Dayaki phone back because it really does. After I saw this one, I was like, it does sound like who Annie wrote could possibly have written that tweet. And then it says that Umi Amma says not any tweeting on her husband's account. Even even the tone sounds like her. It does sound like her, guys. If you read it, let me read it for you again. Maybe you can decide. Those who really know Annie know her heart. She is a straight shooter. Annie calls herself a straight shooter all the time and an honest person. She always says that about herself. There is no perfect human, no perfect relationship. She just said that when they were at the Nambiti trip. But there is true real life. Don't ever give up on love. Love is stronger and it never fails. Doesn't that sound like any? And then the Makatika says, why is any tweeting from the Guru's phone? Guys. And you know the tweets keep coming because people do think that Annie tweeted from her husband's phone and tweeted about herself. Listen, this is the thing that I find funny. It's all what she is being accused of is what she is accusing Ulachongo of because she's accusing Ulachongo of buying herself flowers. And Yena she's being accused of writing on her husband's tweet. So she's being sweet to herself. And we were out here thinking her husband is being so sweet. Oh, Shemu Ennis has such a sweet husband. And I don't know what you think about this, guys. Do you think it was possibly that tweet was written by Annie herself? Do you think it was no? It was written by her husband. I just find the irony of it for me is what really just takes the cup because the fact that she thinks Olakongo bought herself flowers and here she is now buying herself flowers on Twitter basically. Yeah, but that is it about Annie, guys. I really hope Gutu Annie is watching herself this season, and then the things that we see about her, especially her being mean, that she's gonna work on those things because it's hard to like somebody. There's so much to like about Annie, guys. She's a great business woman. She's a mother. But I really feel like I struggle to like her just because of how mean she is. Anybody that can look at somebody in the eye and say, listen, I'm not your friend, I don't like you. And that's what she said to Nonku. That person, I don't know if I have any reason to like that person. So I hope she's watching the season as well. She sees those things that she says sometimes that make people feel like she's mean. And then I want to talk about here about Nonku. Listen, I've been wondering about Nonku. What does she do? I know that she has businesses, but I've been wondering also what does she do? They talk about her being a boss lady on this article. It's also on the South African. It's written by Unoktula Ngobo. So I was like, let me just read this article and find out a little bit more about Unonku because they do say Unonku is in construction, and I think she does own a courier company as well. And I always think in construction it's so much there's so much male domination. I wonder how she's doing in that industry. So this article gives us a little bit information on that. The title of the article says, I'm not afraid to speak up. RHOD star Noku is being a boss lady. Nonku describes herself as driven, focused, and a perfectionist. She lets her fans in on what she's like with her game face on in the boardroom. I wonder Ngabella because when she's with her friends, Nonku, she's like, "Oh, so I wonder how she's like as a businesswoman, and I'm sure she's different there. That's why she's been successful. She says, the article says Noku Williams is a businessman, a businesswoman, mother, and a reality TV star on Showmax original Real Housewives of Durban. They are the OGs, by the way, Abo Noku, the ones that did season one, because whoever starts the show, the franchise is the OG. So Noku is one of the OGs of the Real Housewives of Durban. Viewers of the show have grown to love her so much after much hatred in the first season when she introduced herself as the late gospel musician Sfiso Mwane's baby mother. I'm glad because I'm not alone here because honestly, I also struggled to love Noku last season. And honestly, we were being unreasonable to her in saying, how possible was it going to be for her to come to the show that has Ayanda Ngwane on and her not talk about the fact that she also has a child with Ayanda, with Sfiso Ngwane? I think we were being unreasonable, but I also didn't like her last season. And when the season ended, I was hoping that she wasn't going to come back. I'm glad that she did because this season it's been different. Fast forward to this season two, and although some cast members have labeled her a drunkard, viewers have grown to love and believe she is the show. I definitely. But what is Nonku like as a boss? Nonku is in construction and logistics industry. In RHOD, she also introduced her one Ashes to Beauty A to B. According to Drum Magazine in 2021, she started serving in project liaison committees representing eThekwini women in construction for Sunral N3 program. Oh, wow. Noku in the boardroom is definitely not the same person as Noku you see on screen. Viewers know me as a bubbly Noku and as someone who's not afraid to speak her mind. We all know that. But Noku as a lady boss is highly respected because I'm very focused, driven, a perfectionist, and I'm not afraid to speak up when I'm in the boardroom full of men. And they do listen to me, she tells the publication. She says, because the construction business is male dominated, these parts they've tackled it dealing with sexism. Because the construction business is very male dominated, the 42-year-old lady has experienced sexism. We started in 2006 and we experienced the bullying and I guess sexism that comes with being in a male dominated industry. But I'm resilient and now there are more women entering the industry, which is great, she says. She says that she's at the point now where she's not treated differently from men because she is a woman. Like if there is five of us in on a construction project, we aren't given the easiest part. We are treated equally because they know that I know the construction industry like the back of my hand. And I prefer it that way because then nobody grants me any favors, which is fair because I don't give out favors either. Listen, guys, I'm impressed by Ulokuzana Unonku, and honestly, also showing what she does. business-wise, really puts a stamp on the fact that she really deserves to be on this show. She didn't get on this show because she dated somebody that is rich, or she married somebody that is rich. She is making it herself. She makes her own money. So I love that about Nonku. So it was great to get that updates about her and for them to speak so much about her business as well. So I really just love that. Also, I did get an update on Thando Dlamuka, guys. Remember, we did reviews on what do you call it? Isencane Lengane. And when the season ended, we had just found out that Thando was pregnant. But then later on, we also found out that she had done so well and she had passed her matric. And well, it's not matric anymore. It's grade 12. Grade 12 with distinctions. Distinctions. And then now, just this article came out about. Actually, it wasn't an article. It was one of the YouTubers came out with a story. It's called The Weekend. The YouTube channel, The Weekend. You can go and watch the details there. That they have organized a baby shower for Tando. Angazi why I was thinking uthando mhlambe usabeletha nokubeletha, because we only found out end of November that she was pregnant. So she's still she should still be pregnant. They've organized a baby shower for Tando, and it's going to be a Makaka lifestyle. Imakaka lifestyle, if you remember, it's a business place, entertainment space owned by my favorite wife, Yakamseleku. Umangwabe. I'm so excited. Umbali owns that place. So they say they're going to have a baby shower for the Uthando Dlamuka. There's an invitation out. Apparently, it's free. You can come, but you can bring a gift. Also, if you want to contribute to the baby shower, there's a number there that you can call and then make those arrangements. But to get in, guys, it's free, so anybody can actually attend. Baby shower at Tando. I'm so excited for her. So it's great to actually get an update, because I don't know what baqasha uThando benolona, because you don't see them anywhere. Akukhulunywa ngabo anywhere until the next season. They do talk about the fact that ama cameras are they're going to be there shooting that event. So I don't know if it's because they are already shooting the next season of the show, or they're just going to be there because it's a big event for Utando and they're going to shoot it. So at least, even if we don't go to the baby shower, but we're going to see it somehow. Umojala will get to show us who's in it. We're going to go on a baby shower. Congratulations to Tando. Also, Malwandle, guys, Malwandle Madonsela from Umdeni was late to rest. I believe that this past weekend he was late to rest. And rest in peace to him. It was a funeral, like a shame. It went well. Lokhuzana udabula uqulekile Lokhuzana. I'm still gonna do the full review because it's streamed. The quality of the stream was not that good, so I think you guys do deserve like just a full review of Umdeni, the past weekend's episode, just that. Anyway, guys, that was the updates from our from our articles this weekend concerning our reality stars. We're gonna do this every Monday. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to press like on this video before Pumegiona and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.